Good evening and welcome to the analysis of 2021 EOM CAT 12. We will be doing analysis of QA section. We start with topic distribution followed by question mapping, where we try to classify every question into one of the three difficulty levels, that is easy or moderate or difficult. Based on the difficulty analysis, we try to reach expected attempts, and finally we will map key percentiles against the scores. So looking at topic distribution, there were three questions from each of time and distance, set theory and miscellaneous algebra, whereas two questions from inequalities and chords and polygons, and one question from each of linear equation, numbers, ratio proportion, logarithm, triangle, mensuration, and there was a question from calendar as well. So it was a small paper consisting of 20 questions only. Looking at the question mapping, there was this question on inequality where range of a and b were given, and one had to find out the minimum and maximum limits of a square minus b square. Now here you can quickly realize that minimum value of a square minus b square can be attained by taking a as minimum possible and b as maximum possible. So you have to choose the lower limit for a, which is 2, and the higher limit for b, which is 6, and while you choose lower value for a and higher value for b, you end up minimizing the value of a square minus b square. For maximization, you need to do the exact opposite of this. Next question was from logarithm, where this particular expression was given and that was equal to 17. So here we had to find out the number of prime factors in n. We can find out the value of n by taking the antilog of this expression 4 times. So when you take the antilog 4 times, you will be able to get the value of n, which comes out to be 17. And because the value of n is 17, there is only one prime factor of n, that is 17 itself. Next question was from miscellaneous algebra, where a was given as 2 square, b was equal to 2 cube, c was equal to 2 raised to 4, and so on. And we had to find out the value of t minus a into t minus b into t minus c up till t minus z. Now once you look at this difference, t minus a, t minus b, t minus c, you know that there will be one term in between which is called t minus t. Okay, and because of that the entire multiplication gets 0. Next, coming to the question mapping of moderate level questions. So there was this question on time and distance where average speed between Indiranagar and Jayanagar was to be calculated. So this was a set of two questions first of all. Okay, and there was a semicircle given. One friend was traveling from one diametrically opposite point to the other one along the diameter, whereas the other friend was traveling between the same point, but he is taking the ring road, which is the circumference of the semicircle. Now we have to find out the average speed between Indiranagar and Jayanagar, which happen to be the starting point and the end point respectively. Now this particular fellow was traveling from Indiranagar to the center of the circle at a particular speed, and from center of the circle to Jayanagar he is traveling at a different speed. Now we know that the distances are equal, and therefore the average speed becomes the harmonic mean of the two individual speeds. Next was a question from chords and polygons, where different polygons were given starting from triangle, square, octagon as well as circle. And it was given that all the polygon have equal perimeter and we had to find out some relation between their area. So here one needs to know that for all polygon with equal perimeter, the polygon with least number of sides has the least area. So triangle will have the minimum area, and as you go on increasing the number of sides, your area keeps on increasing, and finally technically circle being the polygon with infinite number of sides, it will have the maximum area. A question on mensuration was given where a portion of block was immersed in water which was contained in cylinder, and we had to find out what portion of block was immersed into the water. So here we had to find out the ratio of the water that is displaced to the volume of the block. So water displaced divided by the volume of block will give you the portion of the block which is immersed in the water. Next was question based on inequality where x square minus 5x plus 6 less than 0. This was the inequality given. Now as soon as you solve this, you get the lower and upper limit for x, which happens to be 2 and 3. So if you put p equal to 2, if you put x equal to 2 in the next equation, you get the lower limit for p, and when you put x equal to 3, you get the higher limit of p, so that will give you the range of p. Next was a question from calendars. So it was given that 14th February 2004 was Sunday, and we had to find out the day on 14th February 1972. Now we can observe that the date and the month are exactly the same, so we can directly work on the odd days looking at the difference of the year. So we are going from 1972 to 2004, which is a period involving exactly 32 years. In these 32 years, there are 8 leap years and 24 normal years. So we can calculate the odd days accordingly and find out the day on 14th February 1972. A question on set theory was given where we had to find out the number of students studying all 3 subjects. So the data that was given was the number of students studying exactly one subject, that was given. Number of students studying exactly 2 subjects, that was also given, and we were also given the total of students enrolled in all 3 courses. So using all the information together, we will be able to find out the number of students studying all 3 subjects. Next again is the question based on set theory. This was a set of 2 questions where 6,000 apples were collected, and it was found that every third apple was too small, every fourth apple was too green, and every 10th apple was too bruised. So we can structure the data in terms of Venn diagram, and when we fill all the values in the Venn diagram, both the questions related to the set can be answered easily. Coming to question mapping of moderate but slightly time consuming questions. So there was this question from ratio proportion where two liquids L1 and L2 were evaporating at a constant rate. So initially the quantity of L1 and L2 was given in certain ratio. Then it was given that L1 evaporates at a constant rate of 25 liter per hour and L2 evaporates at a constant rate of 20 liters per hour. After an hour, some quantity must have evaporated, which is nothing but 25 and 20, and after that you are refilling the container with the L1 and L2 in a different ratio, and then it is found that L1 and L2 is finally present in the ratio of 1:2. So when you equate the final ratio with 1:2, you will get the volume of the entire container. Next was questions on miscellaneous algebra where we had to find out the number of distinct pairs satisfying 1 by 2 equal to 1 by x plus 1 by y. So here one might try different values of x and y which are integers, and the addition of 1 by x and 1 by y can be 1 by 2. So this might take some time, but if there is another approach which can be tried over here, and that is working with percentage equivalence, you might be able to save some time if you use percentage equivalence here. A question on linear equation where 3 friends were consuming drinks at the party. So it was given that there were certain glasses of drinks. The first friend was consuming 1/3 of the glasses and then he refills 4 glasses. Second friend consumes 1/4 of the remaining glasses. He again refills 4 glasses. The third one consumes half of the glasses remaining and refills 4 glasses. Finally, the number of glasses filled was equal to 12. So you can make an equation and solve for the value of x, which was the original number of glasses. A question based on triangles was given where there was a conical funnel and 3 balls were kept inside this conical funnel, one touching the other one. Okay, so the first ball, the bottommost one, has the radius of r, the next one has a radius of 2r, and the next one has a radius of 4r, and the last ball also touches the top of the funnel. So this was the data given. One can try similarity between the triangles here and solve the question. A question based on miscellaneous algebra was given where this particular expression was given, which is 47 upon 17 is equal to 2 plus 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z, and there were options given. So the best approach to solve this kind of questions is you can try the options and check whether the RHS gives you the value equal to LHS or not. So because we are trying options one by one, this might be a time consuming question if you are not getting the answers with the initial options. Coming to question mapping of difficult questions, so there was this question on time and distance. This was one of the questions from the set of 2 questions based on time and distance related to semicircle. Okay, so here we were supposed to find out Ravi's start time for the journey. Now Ravi is the friend who was traveling along the semicircle Okay, and he is meeting his friend at 12 p.m. but that doesn't give you any information whether Ravi reached the same spot at 12 p.m. or he might have reached there earlier also. He's just meeting his friend at 12. That doesn't mean that he might have reached there at 12. Okay, so that might mislead student to think that he might have reached there at 12, and therefore students end up marking the wrong answer here. There is a greater probability, I can say. Okay, but the correct answer here would be cannot be determined, because simply we don't know when did he reach the finishing line. The next question was from chords and polygons. This was again a question from a question of two sets based on chords and polygon, where different polygons were given starting from triangle, square, octagon as well as circle. Here one had to find out the maximum semi-perimeter. Now the definition of semi-perimeter was different in this question, which is half the perimeter plus the length of the main diagonal. So we had to find out the length of main diagonal because half the perimeter was equal in all cases as the perimeters were same. But the main diagonal for triangle, square, octagon as well as circle might have different length, and based on that this question can be answered. A question on time and distance, an escalator one. Okay, the speed of two friends were given. The time taken for both the friends can be derived with the help of the information that is given, but unless and until you know in and out of escalator, you know the escalator concept in proper detail, this might be a difficult one to crack. A question based on two friends and their sons named Alex, Bob, Tim and Peter. They were visiting a bookstore. There were certain information given that the difference between the father and the friend, the amount spent by the father and the amount spent by the son was equal to 21 for both the pairs, and difference between Tim and Peter was 5. So that was the information given. You can try different combination and find out the value of the number of books that each one has bought. So based on this analysis, this is what we can conclude. There were three questions which can be classified as easy questions, and you should attempt all three of them. There were 8 of them which we discussed as moderate question. We expect around 75% of the attempts over here. So you could have attempted 6 or 7 questions from this range. From moderate but time consuming question, you could have attempted around 50% or 60% of the questions, which comes to 3 out of 5 questions. And from difficult question, we are not expecting too many attempts here, but you might have attempted 1 out of 4 questions here as well. So out of total 20 questions, we are expecting 13 attempts to be ideal attempts, and based on this 13, if you maintain 85% accuracy here as well, you might get 11 correct and 2 incorrect. So that leads us to a good score of 33, which is 11 into 3 minus 2. So 31 can be a good score, which is equivalent to 98 percentile. 95 percentile is available at 26. 90 percentile is packed at 21, whereas 80 is packed at 15. By now you can seriously target securing higher percentiles if quant is one of the stronger areas. So if you are a student where whose quant is stronger area and you are well prepared in this particular section, you might even target scores like 99 percentile and 100 percentiles, which are capped at 35 and 47 marks respectively. So this was the analysis of QA section. Thanks for joining.
So LRDA 12. Yeah, very different paper with very high weightage to the DI part. Most of the sets were DI sets, and a very good test to check your ability in case some surprise like this is coming. So when we have to analyze this paper, let's see the first set. Where the problem with this set is the 2 line graph, 1 bar graph, 1 table, lots of data, lots of data. So again, certainly, and it is a time consuming set, but honestly not difficult set. But one thing that this is not going to the first set I'm going to start the paper with. Would have tried it later in case if I don't find any other better option. So this is certainly a time taking set. So now when come to this second set, again the same problem, pie chart, table, bar graph, although the questions were basic level of questions and doable with little bit of calculation. Calculation is required, and throughout this whole paper calculation is required. So that was one thing. that is there. But yes, this was comparatively doable. The next set, this one. This is the only set, if I would have got up an opportunity, I would have started from this set. So this set was very easy set compared to rest all of the set. And again, easy network diagram could have solved the purpose here. Easiest set, should not have missed it. In case you missed it, go and try and find why you missed it. It was a blunder in case somebody missed this set. And that too in this paper. So again, these 4 questions easily manageable. The next set is this one. Problem with this paper is again lots of data. Lots of data. Questions were not that difficult, but just because the data is too much, so certainly I will consider it moderate to difficult. Moderate, level, and time consuming. So this set is again something that we cannot depend on, but yes, somebody who don't have the other option, we can try this. And the last, the 17 to 20 set, the same problem, lots of data. Only good thing is questions were something doable with little bit of calculation. But yes, the problem persists here as well, with lots of data. But yes, completely doable. Now, if I have to classify them, the first set, housewife, working woman type question, that would be what DI, moderate and time consuming. State level, local government employment, second set that we're talking about, easy but little bit time consuming. Road network, certainly easy and only set that should have done for sure. And the college and 4 courses, again, I would consider it moderate to difficult, time consuming, certainly it was time consuming. And land distribution, the last set, moderate and time consuming. So selection was key in this paper. So that is what I would suggest expected attempt in all those. Easy, those 4 questions, that network data questions, and rest were 8 questions were moderate and time consuming, and easy and time consuming were 4 questions. So it was somebody who is solving these 4 questions. You don't have lots of option later. So even if it is time consuming, would have solved this question, the 4 plus 4, 8 question, and then these 4 questions. So good attempt is something 12, and with very high accuracy. That is something is required here, because since we are going to focus on very limited sets, so accuracy has to be better. And 98 percentile, you can expect somewhere around 33, even lesser also. But yes, this is what the whole set is. And you can easily see the 80 percentile is somewhere around 17, even 99 percentile is 38. So this is one set. And the practice of this set, this test is also going to be useful for IFT also. Lots of calculation based sets. So guys, those of you who are CSFs or IFT, again, you can check your ability whether you can solve calculative sets properly or not. Overall, a good surprise to learn. Keep learning, guys. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to an analysis of the VARC sectional of EOM CAT 12. This sectional had, interestingly, just 20 questions for 40 minutes, 17 MCQ questions, and there were 3 non-negative, non-MCQ questions. The total number of RCs were 4 with 3 questions each. And it's very interesting to note the length of each of these RCs. There were at least 2 RCs that were extremely short, very short. One was just a 165 words, another a 250 words. The third was 340 words, and there was just one that was 600 word long. The total number of VA questions were 8, and this also was a departure from the usual EOMs that you've seen, with 3 questions of grammar. Yes, you can always have grammar making a comeback in CAT. No one's ruling that out. There were 4 questions of word usage, something that we had seen in CAT until 2013, CAT 2013. And just 1 parajumble with options. Let's examine the moderate and difficult questions. None of the questions here could be classified as easy. So we have a distribution of moderate and difficult questions out of the total 20 questions. There were 3 questions of RC2, the one that had to do with geology, volcanic deposits that created the Andes. A short one again, 250 words. There were 3 questions that are regarded moderate. In fact, all 3 questions of this passage are moderate. Therefore, certainly a passage that you could have looked forward to short, to read. The language was not very difficult, and the questions were pretty straightforward. There was one main idea question and 2 inferences, which were not so tricky. RC3, the psychology RC, that is the one that discussed Skinner's theory of behavior, had one easy question, that one inference. There was another psychology passage, the one that dealt with anxiety and what is the benefit and what are the cons of anxiety. 2 of the questions out of this passage, that is out of the 3 questions of this passage, 2 of them were easy, and both were specific detail questions, detail-based questions. 3 of the grammar questions, the 2 error detection questions, as well as the 1 sentence correction question, all 3 can be considered moderate because all you needed was a fair understanding of the basic concepts of subject-verb agreement or articles or tense or noun-pronoun agreement in order to identify the errors. They were not difficult. You just needed to carefully read every sentence and look for the typical expected correct structures. So you just had to do an application of the rules there. So easy ones. Out of the 4 usage questions, 2 can be marked as easy. There were 2 that were rather challenging. Let's look at the difficult questions. RC1, the one that had to do with literature, just a 160 words, 170 word long passage, the one that discussed A.S. Byatt's book, the book that is supposed to be a romance based on historical details. All 3 questions of this RC were difficult. Definitely very difficult because the options were very close and very tricky. Figuring out, out of those 2 inference questions as well as the main idea question, figuring out the correct option was a challenge. So clearly RC1 would be marked difficult here. It's interesting to note that you might have been tempted to look at RC1 because it's so short, but somewhere you would have been trapped by the options. Selecting the correct option is always a challenge, was a challenge in this particular passage. The Skinner's theory of behavior passage had 2 difficult questions. There was 1 easy, the other 2 were quite challenging. The main idea and the inference question were quite challenging. And out of RC4, the psychology one question, 1 inference was a challenging one. We identified 2 others as easy. 2 of the word usage question, the one that had to do with squeeze and the other one that had to do with market, quite challenging because both of them were very close. The parajumble, on the other hand, the lone parajumble, while there were many sentences for you to read, it was a little tricky, but having the options here would have helped you in some way. However, it's been marked difficult because reading all these 6 sentences and identifying the links was not so easy, which is why it's been marked difficult. So let's look at what you could have allocated your time to. Considering that the geology passage that has 3 questions were easy, the language of the RC was also easy. This is definitely something that you could have taken and probably finished in a matter of 8 minutes or even less than that, 8 to 10 minutes maximum. The psychology passage, particularly the one to do with anxiety, which had 2 easy questions, slight lengthy, of course. You might have not wanted to get into it because of its length, but the passage makes sense to you as you read. It's easy to relate to, and the questions were doable. So perhaps RC4 would have been a good choice. Now between RC3 or RC1, that is the psychology one, Skinner's theory of behavior, or the literature one, both of them are quite abstract. It was your pick. Some of you might have gotten into both of these passages, but perhaps your inaccuracy would have come from here. However, you would definitely get into one more passage because the passages were short. That means you have time to get into more questions. And let's say 3 of those grammar questions that you attempted, as well as either all 4 word usage questions, or at least 2 or 3 of them that you selected very carefully, and the parajumble, of course. With all these questions taken in those 40 minutes, the time distributed across these questions, you would have arrived at something like 14, 15 questions. Because out of the 11 moderate questions, definitely you could take all 11 or maybe 10. Out of the 9 difficult questions, perhaps you could take 3 or 4. Somewhere around a 14 or 15 attempts with a 2 incorrect, leading to a score of 36 is what would have fetched you a 98 percentile. A score of 33, roughly around 13 attempts with 1 or 2 incorrect, a score of 33 would fetch you a 95 percentile. A score of 29 with about 12 attempts and 2 incorrect fetches you a 90 percentile. A score of 24 with about 10 attempts and 2 incorrect fetches you an 80 percentile. Whereas about 16 attempts with about 2 incorrect and a score of 39 fetches you a 99 percentile. The expectation for a 100 percentile is really high here. 20 attempts with perhaps about 2 questions incorrect and a score of 54 is what fetches you the 100 percentile here. So an easy sectional because there were not too many questions to take, fewer questions, but a departure from those usual questions. If you were well grounded in all these concepts, particularly if you paid attention to sufficient grammar, because you had 4 word usage and 3 grammar questions, making for 7 questions. And if your reading was good enough and your selection of RCs was good enough, because none of the RCs other than 1 RC, the RCs were also short. So you could always read the same RC twice, spend time in reading clearly and understanding the passage before you go to the questions. So it is quite possible that you attempt all the questions and get just a few wrong, which is why the expectation for 100 percentile is really high here. So with this analysis of VARC, let's examine what the big picture looks like. So overall, we are looking at a score of 51 with about 24 in VARC, 17 in DILR, and 15 in QA, fetching you an 80 percentile. A score of 61 with 29 in VARC, 23 in DILR, 21 in QA, fetches you a 90 percentile. An overall score of 73 with 33 in VARC, 28 in DILR, 26 in QA, fetches you a 95 percentile. An overall score of 89, 36 in VARC, 33 in DILR, 31 in QA, fetches you a 98 percentile. An overall score of 93 with 39 in VARC, 38 in DILR, 35 in QA, fetches you a 99 percentile. An overall score of 129 with 54 in VARC, 46 in DILR, 47 in QA, fetches you a 100 percentile. This is our overall cutoffs and percentiles for EOM CAT 12. Thank you for watching this. We wish you all the best for the forthcoming EOMs. Let's hope your performance keeps improving from mock to mock. All the best. Thank you for being with us.